I think he has improved since the day that he got here, if you really want to look at
So
that.
you think he was better last year with Mike McCarthy as both the head coach and the play caller than he was when Kellen Moore was here as the offensive coordinator?
Well,
is that fair?
Without diminishing or demeaning Kellen, he was definitely better last year.
Okay.
Definitely. And by the way, room to get better, room to grow. I think that's a fact. The other thing is that he's got last year in his heart and in his framework of reference. He's got that and the disappointments that went with it, some of the positive that went with it. He's got that to use this year. Physically, yes, I think he's getting better. I do want to recognize, though, that as you get older, then some of that is diminished. This is a position, though, that long-term experience can really pay off for you. Now, here's the way that I look at it.
Okay.
Well, Kellen Moore, this is what I have to say about that. Welcome to Philadelphia, man. Welcome to Philadelphia, where, nothing you do is right. You're going to forever be criticized. Forget that you helped Dak Prescott, 2019, almost threw for 5,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. 2021 season was good. His 2022 season was subpar, but I think it was more because there was a power struggle between Kellen Moore and Mike McCarthy. So, Kellen Moore, again, welcome to Philadelphia, where you got a chip on your shoulder. People look at Kellen Moore. He got fired from Dallas. Mike McCarthy said, no, I don't want him around. So what? Now Dak Prescott is great. Then he goes to the Chargers. Chargers was dealing with injuries, but he get a lot of blame for whatever happened in Los Angeles. Now he's in Philadelphia. So they looking at him like, you got basically fired from 2 teams, and now you're on your 3rd team in 3 years. That's not good. But, anytime somebody say no disrespect, more than likely disrespect is going to come with it. But to say like Dak Prescott is way better without Kellen Moore, absolutely not. Kellen Moore got him his first contract. Kellen Moore got the best out of Dak Prescott. While last year was great, look at Dak Prescott numbers against, I would say, teams over 500. Dak Prescott was dud in a lot of games, but where he dominated, he dominated. But there was some duds. But now they got that first place schedule. Let's see what Mike McCarthy do now. But when he played like the Giants or all these teams below 500, he did his thing. He definitely did his thing. But when he played teams like over 500 gritty teams, he was not good. Go back and just look at his game against the Green Bay Packers. When that pressure was on, he did not look good. But every single time the Cowboys fans, Cowboys front office, Cowboys owner get a chance to dig at Kellen Moore, they do. Every single time. Like, he just the epitome of Dallas. And you know what's happening right now? Because I'm not a Commanders fan. I'm not going to react to that. But I was watching this too. He talked about Micah Parsons and how Micah Parsons is just going to thrive under Mike Zimmer, this and that. Do a little shot at Dan Quinn. That's the new target now. Dan Quinn is the problem. Forget top 5 defense, doing whatever they're supposed to do. At some point, you gotta look at Dak Prescott, man. Shootouts are going to happen, especially in the playoffs. Can't shoot it out when anybody. Don't have a will to win in the postseason. Regular season, his numbers are phenomenal. But postseason, right? He's like 3-8, 4-8 in 10 years, or something like that. It's insane. That's insane. And I think I'm getting that wrong, right? That got like 2 wins. I don't know. I think the numbers are atrocious in the postseason. Atrocious. But to continue to blame previous coaches at the previous coaches, because even before Kellen Moore, it was Jason Garrett. Oh, Mr. 8-8, he can't do this, he can't do that. Okay. You get a guy like Kellen Moore, Mike McCarthy. Now it's Kellen Moore's fault. The defense, I want to say they had a bad game against Green Bay. Like, what do you supposed to do if you know it? If Green Bay is scoring, can you shoot it out? Can you shoot it out? And Dak couldn't do it. Dak just couldn't do it, man. He was giving the Green Bay short fields, throwing pick sixes. Like, he does this all the time. What's the excuse for? I think that was 2022 or 2021, whatever season that was. They was playing the 49ers. They had a top 5 offense or something like that. Lost like 12-19 or something like that. Like, come on, man. You can't keep blaming previous coaches at the previous coaches. At some point, you got to say it's the culture. Your culture is trash. You got to throw it away. The culture is garbage. Dallas culture is trash. 1,000%. They just keep blaming this coach, blaming that coach, blaming this regime, blaming them. To be fair to Jerry Jones, as a GM, he get the weapons. He get the weapons, but at the same time, the culture is trash. But again, to blame Kellen Moore and then saying Dak is just way better, it's absolutely insane to me. Absolutely insane. And then while Kellen Moore get a lot of blame in Los Angeles, look at Justin Herbert's numbers. His numbers saying he improved under Kellen Moore. He improved. Now, I get it. They get a new head coach. That's the reason why they get rid of Kellen Moore. So, based on the numbers, just based on the numbers, Jalen Hurts will improve. He will improve. Under the motion, the weapons, Kellen Moore will have him playing at a high level. I think while these Justin Herberts, these Dak Prescotts are pooping on Kellen Moore, but their numbers are saying something different, Jalen Hurts will take Kellen Moore so far. Will take him so far. Kellen Moore will have to be considered as a head coach for a new team or for our team. And we'll have to move Nick Sirianni to the front office or something like that. I think Kellen Moore is going to have one of those seasons. And I think he's going to be talked about as a top 3 offensive coordinator. It's no way. With the weapons he got, I'm telling you, and mind you, Justin Herbert numbers jumped up with injured guys. Keenan Allen wasn't the healthiest. Mike Williams was dealing with something. So for numbers to jump up with backup guys, that's pretty impressive. That's impressive. So again, while Jerry Jones throwing shots like, yeah, he improved, Dak Prescott improved without him, and Mike McCarthy basically is so much better. Nah, bro. Nah, I gotta totally disagree. Now, Mike McCarthy is decent, but at the same time, Mike McCarthy, you could say he was blessed to have 2 top 10 quarterbacks. Dak Prescott's a top 10 quarterback, and then Aaron Rodgers, top 3, top 2 quarterback. And you can still consider Aaron Rodgers today, a lot of people list as top 10 to only win 1 Super Bowl, is insane. Insane. And he ain't do nothing with Dallas, but Mike McCarthy is such this guru? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, bro. This is trash. I think they coming up with excuses for Dak Prescott. They about to pay him like $70 million a year, and they trying to justify it. Then this dude talking about, yeah, the older they get in this position, the smarter. I don't care how smart he get, the older he get. Dak Prescott track record shows you he's going to be trash in the postseason. Going to be trash. And I think this season he might struggle a little bit in the regular season, especially if he don't get his bread. But that's all I got for you guys today. This Jerry Jones thing. Link is in the description. You can watch the full interview on Stephen A. podcast. Pretty good interview. I mean, you know, we don't see our owner talk like this because our owner just own it. No, you know, he ain't trying to put on the show. But this guy, he's something else, man. And don't be dissing Kellen Moore, man, saying, nah, no disrespect. He's way better. That's disrespect, man. That's disrespect. But let me know what you guys think in the comments about this one. And this is Eagle Owl, man. I'm out.